What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Legion of Nerds with another movie discussion or a trailer discussion. We'll talk about a couple of trailers, and then toward the end of the video, we're going to talk about Fallout. We'll let you know before we start spoiling it, of course. If you like what we do here, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and share with everybody. Get the word out there for the Legion. Y'all ready to do this?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I'm Chuck.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Ryan.
All right, so tonight we're going to start with that Joker 2 trailer. What are y'all's thoughts on... We'll let you go first since you're the first time.
I wasn't really the biggest fan of the first movie. I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. So, hearing the Joker 2 trailer dropped, I was like, I mean, it looked like a good trailer, but... I'm not really the biggest fan of the Joker.
Right.
But, I mean...
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm kind of ready for more backstory behind the Joker.
Yeah.
I think that might pull me into him more.
You think you're going to get some?
I guess it's all dependent. It's the whole nother universe. The way I look at it, it looks like a whole nother universe instead of just like, ha, I'm doing this just cause. There's like some sort of reasoning behind why he's doing this.
Well, I mean,
what drove him to do this.
Right. It is an Elseworld story. That's what they're labeling it.
Okay. So yeah, it is different.
Yeah, they can play with him however they want to. They can make it whatever they want.
Exactly.
And it doesn't interfere with the James Gunn, what he's bringing in, or anything like that. So they get to just go all out. What do y'all think about it being a musical?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Depending on, I guess, in looking at Joker and Harley, like, they're pretty, psychotic, not there in the brain.
Right.
And so, if it's pushed far enough, like, it would be understanding that this would be, like, how they see it in their heads at this moment and everything. Like, I think it looks like it's going to be great. Like, it definitely... the whole scene where it switches from them dancing under the light into the middle of the street, all I got was like Heath Ledger vibes.
Yes.
Like while they're dancing in the street.
Right. No Jared Leto vibe? I was kidding.
Yes, please be kidding. But I'm definitely not a fan of Leto. But definitely gave me those Heath Ledger vibes, and the entire trailer felt like I was at the movies watching the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It pulled you in.
Yeah. It felt like I was watching on the big screen, and it was an actual trailer pulling toward me. So I was about it.
Yeah. What you think about it being a musical? Do you care? Like, you didn't like the first one. Do you really even think it's going to be all right?
Maybe. I don't know. I was kind of... It kind of intrigued me, like the trailer did. But, I mean...
It's going to be like a jukebox musical. It's going to
where there's still going to be like... It's going to be a good mix of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to... There may be a couple of original songs, but most of them are going to be songs that are from other musicals or songs that, other songs.
Yeah.
Which I'm down for.
Yeah, I mean... If they play it off well enough, of course.
Right.
I mean, and if they're doing it musical style, like I said, I mean, it's going to go... It's going to show a good side of, like, they're not there in the head. Entirely. And that'll show that point. Instead of just going, he's doing it just cuz.
Y'all think that she's crazy too? Or, like, do you think she's going to start out? Do you think she's, like, a doctor?
I don't think she's a doctor, and I don't think she's crazy at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think she is.
Yeah.
I think she's starting... I think she's just as bad as him in here. I think it's like... I think they're both in the same place. I mean, that's why they saw him while he's passing by with the guards and everything.
Right.
So I feel like they're going to be on that same wavelength, same level.
Well, we were watching it last night, and my theory that came to my head was it's all in her head.
So she
like the first
creates...
one was Joker and the stuff going on in his head, because it wasn't all happening. It didn't all happen. He's an unreliable narrator, like, because all that stuff that you seen didn't happen.
Yeah,
like So What if this is from her point of view?
I mean, it would make sense. I mean, even in like thinking of it from comic book standards, like Harley's always had this kind of like obsession with Joker,
Right.
And so even just like seeing him on the news and getting obsessed that way, like I feel like it could be entirely possible.
Right. Because it shows her going up and down the steps by herself.
Yeah.
And it shows her doing stuff. Like there's even a behind the scenes video where the cops come in and arrest Arthur on the steps, and like she moves out of the way like she's not even there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she's not really there. I don't think they would do that again.
Yeah.
Because they did that in the first one.
Yeah.
So, and the name Folly Ado or whatever.
Folly Defoe.
Folly
Defoe.
Folly Ado.
Folly Ado?
Yes.
What? I thought it was Folly Defoe.
It means a shared delusion
Okay,
between
yeah.
two or more people.
Okay. So
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't understand that part.
Yeah.
Probably would like that.
Well, I'm not French or anything.
Yeah, I'm not either.
So if I butchered it, I'm so sorry. Like I've never took French or anything, so I'm sorry, y'all.
You know,
Last thoughts before we move on to the next one.
I don't really have too many other thoughts
Yeah.
on it. I think it looks great, and it's
Yeah.
going to end up being a pretty
Hopefully, it's
decent
gonna
movie.
be a good movie.
I love the
yeah.
joke. I've loved the first one, so
I don't think it's
Have
gonna be
high
bad,
hopes.
but hopefully it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Everybody's back. Shit, he won an Oscar, and the score won an Oscar. Like the music and score, it won an Oscar too. So I mean, it's gonna get better.
oh, I hope so.
You know,
But so on to Abigail.
Abigail. Since you just first watched the first one, why don't you go ahead? Like,
That was kind of weird because I didn't even watch the trailer, and you were talking about vampire ballerinas.
it's great.
That had me curious, and watching the trailer, I didn't expect what I saw in the trailer.
Right, and the cast is what's got me. Like, it's everybody. Melissa Barrera. Y'all know who? You went and seen Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
Dan Stevens, the veterinarian.
Yeah.
He's in Abigail. He's the dude with the glasses.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, he's crazy.
See, like, I mean, like, I recognized a lot of the actors.
Yeah.
And actresses and everything, and they seem like relatively decent actors and actresses. But I don't know. Like, I'm not a horror movie person.
Oh, yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I know.
But it definitely gave me the vibe of the cringe horror genre, you know what I mean? Like trying to make it kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like trying to make it funny,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it ruins
No.
the whole movie.
That's what Radio Silence does. Like the people, the directors. Mm-hmm. Ready or Not. Have you seen Ready or Not? No,
I don't
you
think
haven't.
so.
You're not a horror person. It's a
No,
horror
I'm
movie.
not. I need to start.
You have seen Scream 6.
I have, yeah, the whole meta.
They did Scream 6.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I still-
Melissa Barrera, she's the main sister in Scream
Yeah.
6. She's in the star
older
in this.
sister?
Yeah, the older sister. She
Okay.
was the star in Abigail.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the little girl.
Yeah, not that little. I got what you mean.
And the other girl is
I recognize her
Scott
too. though.
Lang's daughter.
Yeah, the blonde girl. with
Yeah.
the- yeah, okay, that's who it was. That's where
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where she was from.
And then Giancarlo Esposito, dude from Mandalorian and Breaking Bad. He's in everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's all Cyberpunk.
Yes,
he
yes.
voiced one of the big bad in Cyberpunk.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be a decent movie. Like, it doesn't look like it's gonna. The humor is gonna try and hold a crutch in the movie.
Oh yeah.
But it definitely looks like it might end up turning into one of the cringe horror funny
Well,
movies.
that's just the kind of horror they make. Is the scary, funny.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but it does give me that kind of vibe of like, uh-oh.
Right. Cool.
All right.
Anything else on Abigail?
I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's not too cringy.
I am ready. Like I really am ready for it. The closer we get, the more excited about it I get. To be honest,
I mean, they're locked in this big old like mansion with a ballerina vampire.
right.
Like,
She's fine.
she's flying.
Crucifixes.
Sunlight. Ah!
Right.
Just start screaming, nothing happening.
I hate the ballet.
I got a vampire on my butt.
Yeah.
So,
But that drops on April 19th.
okay, it was. I knew it was either the
Next
29th or the
weekend.
19th.
Right.
So, Civil War.
Yes. So coming this week.
I'm excited for it.
Yes. When I first saw the trailer, I was not. I was just like, man, what are they doing? Because I thought it was something else to divide us all. Is all it was. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
I really did. I thought it was a piece of media that was going to be because
I mean, when it first come out, like all that stuff was going on with Texas and the border and everything, and so I got that same kind of vibe whenever the trailer first came out. But watching the one that we had watched before the podcast and everything, like it definitely gave me a whole nother feel. Like this is its own thing, and it really feels like the studio is shooting as far as they can get.
Yeah, they are,
And it looks like they're going to do great with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about it. A24.
Yeah,
they're a small studio, and like last year, I think it was last year, they said they wanted to move up into the big game, and this is their step up.
It looks
I think it's like 50 million is what they're spending. This is I think it's 50 million. It's one of their biggest budgets. Like I know that's not a lot, but
in comparison to other movies, of course not.
Yeah.
But for the smaller studios trying to get their foot in the door, where the bigger studios are, absolutely. And it looks like they're going to be a pretty good competitor.
looks like every penny. They did a great job. I mean, I'm ready. I really am ready. The latest trailer dropped, and it just got me more ready. Of course, I like war movies anyway.
Okay.
And it's one of the best modern war movies, is what I'm hearing.
I'm about to say, like,
We get to follow it all.
War movies, I think it said.
Yeah. We get to follow the reporters around.
Instead of just like watching this side fight this side, it's actually like a middleman in the entire thing.
That's
Going
right.
between the two sides.
That's right.
Oh, it's not two sides. It's like 5 sides.
Yes. Like the country's split into like 4 or 5 different zones.
Like Texas is its
I
own
thought it was just
group.
people versus the government.
No.
Like,
I saw the map, and like there's like California is its own thing, Texas is its own thing, and then that like Florida is like 8 different states over here,
including Arkansas.
Yeah, and so like there's like 4 or 5 different groups.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
In the whole thing.
Some of them might be lined up with each other.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but they are different.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not just one against the other.
Yeah.
Man, I had something that I was gonna say.
But it's got Kirsten Dunst in it. And what's her name? Oh, Kaylee Sweeney. Is that her name?
I'm not entirely sure. I recognize the slightly larger guy with the grayer beard. He looked a little bit more Hispanic.
Yeah.
I recognized him from something else, but I can't put my tongue on it.
Actually, yeah. Wasn't he in Fallout?
Was he involved?
Yes. No.
Was that not him?
No.
No. It was a different guy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say I know who you're thinking of. Yeah, different.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Well. Fallout.
Well, Civil War comes out this weekend.
It does?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I knew you said it was somewhat soon, but I didn't
Yeah,
think
the
it was
12th.
this weekend.
Which the special screenings will be up Thursday night, 7:00 probably. But yeah, this week it'll be opening weekend this weekend.
All right,
Trying to go see it.
cool.
I am.
blame you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try.
Cool.
I'm down.
We'll talk about it.
Yes, sir. All right.
We on the Fallout?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we can start with you now. What was your initial reactions for the first? We're all right. Well, before we go any further, we only watched the first episode,
Yeah.
and we just threw this. We made this part of our weekly discussion, and we will watch the rest of the episodes, and then give us either overall view and review our overall reactions and everything.
But this is gonna be pretty much more of a like our initial reaction from the first episode.
That's right. That's right.
Episode review.
Right. First part of the talk, we're going to give our initial reactions and if we would recommend it or anything. But then there will be a spoiler talk afterwards. And we will let you know before we start talking spoilers so you can go ahead and sign off. So, yeah. Now, go ahead with your initial reaction.
So I recommend it for sure. Like I like me some Fallout.
Oh, yeah.
And it definitely does pay homage to me. Like it feels like it definitely has that Fallout feel.
Yes, it does.
And it has that kind of slightly dry humor. Like it's funny in the sense of like ha ha ha, it's kind of unhinged.
Right.
But it's definitely that dry humor that you would feel coming from Fallout.
But yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
that's what Fallout is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely loved the first episode,
Right.
and I definitely recommend it. Like, absolutely, go and watch it after this.
That's right. That's right. What'd you think?
It was great.
Yeah.
First episode was amazing. Didn't expect as much to happen as much to happen as it did, I guess. But
Right.
it was. I'd recommend it to just about anybody. If you're not a fan of Fallout, obviously don't. But if you
Oh, well, yeah, even if you're not.
Yeah, even if you're not, you don't need any previous, like,
Knowledge.
knowledge of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But it definitely helps when you're trying to understand
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit more behind it.
well,
Well,
I mean, if you're just not a fan of Fallout in general,
I mean, yeah, I got what you
I
mean.
got you. Yeah, if you don't like Fallout, don't watch this.
Yeah, it's definitely Fallout.
Yeah, because this is Fallout.
Well, how about you?
Oh yeah, I would recommend it all day, every day.
5,000
Watch it
hours.
every day. Hey, didn't nobody ask you? Just because I like Fallout don't mean nothing. Just because I play video games.
Hey, you already know I play plenty of video games.
I'm talking about the Fallout game.
Just the Fallout games. Just 4.
one game,
More than most people play a whole set of games.
I don't even think I have that many hours in D2.
But nonetheless, like
It was great. It really was. I liked it all. I like the sets. I thought the sets were great. Like he said, the humor is crazy. Action's over the top, but that's Fallout. Mm-hmm. That's the games too. Like if anybody tries to say that's not, then they're crazy.
I was about
Like even Bethesda gaming, like bodies fly over the screen all the time. Mm-hmm.
Something's going on.
Like so, I mean, if you don't think it's not going to be crazy or funny like that, no, that's Fallout.
I was about to say, even like watching them, like watching somebody get killed, like they're shot in the head, like the head exploded, just like the game.
Right.
Like it gave me that feel of like, oh my gosh, that looked over the top, but then I went, oh my gosh, that's Fallout.
That's
like,
Fallout.
That's exactly how it looks. That's crazy.
Yes. I even like the music, the score, and the sound.
Oh yeah, and the way it flows to go like
In
to
between
set
the
the
characters.
different moods and the different characters and everything.
yeah.
It definitely
Wait,
felt right.
The way it introduces everyone.
Who's your favorite character?
Maximus.
Maximus. I knew it was going to be yours. Brotherhood of Steel.
Dang.
Nah, I like the dude that stood behind him.
Titus
Titus.
in the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah. How
Do
about
you think
you?
Maximus is gonna get his own suit?
Oh, absolutely.
You think so?
I mean, from
He
the
gonna
trailer,
steal Titus's suit.
I think what I felt was like Titus was gonna die.
That's what I mean.
I feel it.
I didn't mean just steal it. But
Yeah, no. You're good. You're good.
He's
I
gonna
feel-
end up in his suit.
Yeah, I feel like something like that's gonna end up happening, and he's gonna end up in the suit because I mean, in the trailer, that's the same suit.
Well, they all look like the same suit, almost.
I was about to say they had the different lettering and everything, and I feel like that was his voice in the trailer. That was in the suit whenever he pulled up to where everyone was.
Oh yeah.
When he dropped in with.
Yeah.
With the ghoul and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of, he's probably gonna be my favorite character.
I feel like he's
But
definitely
he's
a great character.
the actor, Walter Goggins. He's probably one of my favorites. He has been for years.
I'm about to say, like,
He's been all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Justified. He was in Predators.
Yeah. I remember him from
Yeah.
Raiders.
he did. It didn't seem like he did too bad. It just seemed really, well, I guess, really Fallout. Like he felt really Fallout too.
Yeah, he did.
Like like his character was a little bit more over the top with what he did.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
I feel like he was that way too.
And he,
Well,
But then again, all of them kind of feel like they would be Fallout characters.
yes, he was a ghoul that's been around for so long. You expect his attitude to be like.
Yeah. Well, hope you could go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know, you're good. I was about to say, what did they say, like every 100 years or something?
Right. Well, y'all, we're gonna skip on over to spoiler talk. From here on out, we're not gonna hold back. So whatever we talk about may or may not spoil it. So if you don't want to hear it, I would sign off. And thanks for joining us to this point, and we hope to see you again. But in 3, 2, 1. Spoilers.
Yay.
They all three felt like. Okay, so I was struggling there for a second with all the characters because they all three did feel like their own kind of characters. Like Maximus definitely felt like he would be Brotherhood of Steel, and I forgot her name. Lucy. Okay. Lucy definitely felt like the Vault Dweller. Like in the way that she talked, the way that she was really like didn't care what she said. Like, what's your sperm count? Like
10 years with cousin.
oh God. That like
Years of sexual relationship.
I had never thought about it. I thought about that in any way about Fallout until I saw that and I went, dear God, hundreds of years in this vault, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be ended up happening in
At some
there.
point, yeah.
And so, yeah. it made me think for a minute. I went, dang. Ooh. But man, when all the mechs
Power.
all the dudes the power armor come out
yeah,
walking.
yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that so
yeah.
much. And I forgot what
It's not the Prid one.
No.
man. It looks a heck of a lot
It is
like
not
the
the Prid one.
It looks.
It cannot be the Prid one.
Why not?
Because the timeline would not allow it. It's got to be another one.
But Maximus is talked about and even around in.
No, that's a
Well, no,
different.
no.
That's a different Maximus.
But there's a
Maxim. It's
yeah.
Elder
There's
Maxim.
Maxim, but there was also talk of like Maximus even in like the Fallout lore.
Yeah,
Like I feel like there's been
there has, but it's not him. Like it's not this character.
okay.
These are all
Yeah.
well. These are all new characters. Like
they-
that's the only
okay.
reason I know that.
Okay,
Like,
okay. I
all
didn't know that these
are-
were all like
Yeah, all
completely
these are
brand
new characters that Jonathan Nolan and them created for
All right.
the game
I
or
didn't know
for the
that
show.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then that's my bad entirely.
I'm not saying that like any characters from the game may not show up, but these main characters, they're created for the show or whatever.
I wonder if we're going to see any more main characters pop up. Or if it's just going to be these three.
What you mean?
We'll see
in
a
the
lot
sense
of
who we're
things.
following.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
no, I feel like it's just going to be these three.
Oh yeah, like we'll see a lone wanderer or the vault dweller or whatever he's called, the character you play as, or any of the other side characters, I guess.
I'd kind of like to see the kind of her dad's view, like him being taken to where he was or wherever he was.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure we'll find out.
I was about to say since she knew him somehow, like they had to have either she was a vault dweller with him at some point, or he was out in the world with her at some point.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's going to be more along the lines of him out in the world with her at some point.
Yeah.
And so it's probably going to go back and show the lore of how that happened, because I mean, even with him just straight up not caring and just like beating the crap out of that guy and shoving his head in the
killing him.
pickles, like that's what made me feel like he came from the outside and he was not a vault dweller.
Right. Or at least he has been out
Yeah.
and had to deal with that with the world, one way or another.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Well, okay, so your favorite part?
The junk jet,
Which one? The baby leg?
all
the
of
dude's
them, the
body?
whole junk jet. When he took when dude shot his own man with the junk jet, all of it. It was great. It was junk jet.
See, I didn't even. My eyes like deceived me. It looked like a horn. And I was
Right.
like, what is shooting horns? And then you're like, oh, the junk jet. And I didn't even realize it was a baby leg till just now when y'all just said something.
Right, and there was we seen a good glimpse of a Mr. Handy
Yeah.
at the beginning,
At the
during,
very
like,
beginning.
before the bombs dropped, right before, and the asshole with the
Oh
personal
my God.
fallout shelter that punched dude because he wanted
He was
to bring
his buddy,
kid.
too.
Yeah. He wanted to bring his kid down in there. No, ain't gonna happen there.
That was his buddy too that he was sitting there making jokes about at the ghoul.
What you think happened with the ghoul and his daughter, like before? Like, because it didn't show.
I feel like the daughter ended up dying, and that's why he's in such a because it seemed like he cared.
Yeah.
In the beginning of it, but by the end of it, like whenever we saw
Now
him
I
again,
know.
he just doesn't care about anything, and that's because he lost his daughter.
He lost his world. I got you.
But he ended up surviving. She ended up dying, but he became a ghoul in the end of it. So
I got you.
That would make sense.
All right. Any final thoughts before we shut this down?
I'm excited to see what the next episodes hold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it did give us a little preview of things to come.
I don't know if that's going to be like an every episode thing, like where it shows
No,
what
it-
could
it
happen
says-
next, or it's just all the
Yeah,
way
it just
over.
says this season.
Okay, but yeah, like
I'm excited to see the robot start chasing her.
Oh yeah. I'm ready to see the animals and the monsters.
the mutant
Mutated
axolotl.
Yaguai.
Jesus,
Yeah.
mutated
We'll get like a big Goliath or what's it called?
We're gonna get a death
Behemoth?
claw. We
I want
are.
a death
Oh,
We
we're
are
gonna have to get a
100%
death
gonna
claw.
get a death
Yeah,
claw,
we're
and
gonna
I'm
have to get a
stoked
I don't,
for how
I
that's
don't want
gonna
no
look.
tiny death claw neither. No, it has to be this big death claw.
Oh,
That's right,
it
that's right.
will.
That's right.
Oh yeah, no, we have. We saw it in the trailer. He was fighting.
No, it was a
you-
Jaguar.
Yeah, he fought a Yaguai.
Yeah.
I swear it was him fighting. Okay.
We have not seen a death
In
claw.
the little clip after the video? Or the
No,
episode?
like in the
No,
trailer.
in the original trailers.
Well,
Well, time to close it down. Thanks for joining us tonight, or today, whenever you're watching this video. We hope you enjoyed this discussion. Make sure to like and subscribe, share with all your friends, and come on back for all the nerdy goodness.
definitely check out Fallout
Oh, always check out Fallout.
and the trailers we watched.
Yes, and we will have reaction videos and probably a discussion about Civil War sometime this weekend.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.